This is going to show you how to do the LD50 or Toxicology Lab. We're only going to do a portion of this lab. Some of it gets kind of complicated, and I want to be able to be here and show you what all this stuff means. So we're only going to do this first part of the lab. So LD50 is a parameter that anything that is man-made, and even some natural things, but anything man-made must get tested for what is called the lethal dose. So they subject rats or mice or rabbits sometimes to different concentrations or doses of a particular chemical or substance, and they keep increasing the concentration until they reach 50% death, and that is known as the LD50. So it's essentially the amount of a substance that would kill half of the animals exposed to a potential toxin. We can figure out what amount of a substance would kill us, or at least have a 50% chance of killing us, by using these LD50s and calculating them for our own weight. So what the first part of this is going to be taking your own weight in pounds and converting it to kilograms. So you would take your weight. In my case, I'm 180 pounds. So I put that in there. It says the conversion is right here. You would just multiply by that 0.45359. And when I do that, I get 82 kilograms. So my weight or mass in kilograms is 82. I rounded, so you can just round, that's fine. And all I need to do is go over here, and all I need to do is multiply by these numbers here. So I'll take 82, and multiply it by 2,000. 82 and multiply it by 4.8. 82 and multiply it by 110. 82, and you get the idea, right? Now, the only thing, thing you need to look out for, anything that's in milligrams, because the answer wants to be in grams, everything that's in milligrams, you do need to divide your answer by 1,000. So when I do multiply 82 times 2,000, I will need to divide that by 1,000 to get it into grams. So for disodium EDTA, which is the active ingredient in deodorant, I would multiply it by 2,000, 82 times 2,000, or whatever your mass is. I got 164,000, so I divide that by 1,000. And so it turns out if I consume 164 grams of that active ingredient, I have the potential to die. So that's what these numbers represent. So anything with milligrams, I would need to multiply it, but then divide by 1,000. Anything that's already in grams, all I do is multiply. That's it. So like for this one, for propylene glycol, which is a chemical that simulates cherry flavor, I would just need to do 82 times 20, and then I can write it down, okay, since it's already in grams. And so you'll fill this out, and then you'll move down to question 2 here. This is where you're going to research your own chemical. You can use any chemical you want. Bleach is what I used, but you can use drugs like ibuprofen, acetaminophen. People use caffeine, or I guess caffeine's already up there, but using things that are in energy drinks, or chemicals like vinegar or baking soda or something like that. If you just Google the substance, like in this case I Googled bleach, you just do bleach and then MSDS. So you can see MSDS right here. If I just Google whatever chemical with MSDS after it, it's going to take me to a PDF where I can scroll down and find the toxicological information. It's usually number 11 on the sheet, and it will tell you the LD50 of that chemical. So for this case, bleach is 8,200 milligrams per kilogram. So when I multiply 8,200 by 82, which is my mass, I get some number, and then because it's in milligrams, I need to divide by 1,000. So surprisingly, it's a lot. It's a lot of bleach that I would have to ingest to potentially cause harm to myself. That's that's what you're going to find out here. The last thing that we're going to do, we're not going to do anything else other than this table here. The last thing that I want you to do in preparation for next class is going to be to fill out this data table. So all you do is take the numbers that are in this row and you're going to add them up. So 5 plus 3 plus 8 plus 3 is 19. 5, 5, 10, and 3 is 23. So this is the amount of shrimp that are alive at these concentrations. Okay, these are the amount of shrimp, so you just add them up. And then what we want to do is just calculate the percent death. Since there are 40 shrimp here, like for example, this was 19 alive. So out of the 40, 19 survived the 10x concentration. So I would say that 21 of them died. Since 19 are alive out of 40, that means 21 died. So to figure out the percent death, I would just do 21 divided by 40. Same thing here. There's 23 alive. That means 17 died. So I do 17 divided by 40 to get the percent death. And all I want to do is fill out this data table. We'll do the graphing and everything else next class when I see you guys. So that's all I have. Let me know if you have any questions, but you should be finishing your waste web quest and then this. All right, thanks.